What seemingly innocent action gives off a sexual impression? Stretching. Especially when her shirt rides up a little and you get a peek at that BMO. Username checks out. PM_me_tummies. Shoot. Points out the username. Old GF of my would stretch every morning when she woke up. Before she got out of bed she would just reach for the ceiling. The arch in her back and the view depending on what she was wearing always started my day off well. Edit. Old as in past girlfriend, goddammit. The arch in her back. That's probably your animal/caveman brain kicking in. The arched back in mammals is called lordosis and pretty much says come fuck me. Edit. Nice. 2 years of animal science classes in college before switching to it finally paid off. Glad I taught everyone something. Was not expecting to start my day off with a Wikipedia article full of pictures of animals fucking, but here I am. Bet you say that every morning though. Huh. I no longer eat ice creams in public thanks to multiple people telling me that I eat them seductively. It's the eye contact and the moist slap of the tongue furiously lashing the drippy ice cream. The moaning probably doesn't help either. When Anin girls do it it's cute, but when I do it it's inappropriate and I should show some respect for my grandma's funeral. How does one eat ice cream seductively? If you're hot and doing it then yeah, I have nothing to worry about then. When someone is told to do something and they say make me, this is always sexual and no one can convince me otherwise. 95% of my sexual activities with my first girlfriend started because one of us said make me even if it wasn't anything sexual. We ended up just getting too pent up and would go nuts. Ended up with some burnt food a few times because of that, but that's okay. I read too pent up as poo tent up. I thought it was some kind of euphemism. Hey honey, wanna throw the poo tent up this weekend? Make me. Kissing the homies goodnight. Just vibbin'. Though some people call us homos. Cause we kiss each other quick. We ain't homos. We just bromus. We just homies. Suckin' dick. In middle school, my day planner had a spiral ring for binding. I always put my pen into the spiral ring in order to keep them together. When I packed it into my backpack at the end of class, it just seemed like a rational, organized thing to do. A girl complained that this looked too sexual. You pervert. Op neglected to mention that he would lick the entire length of the pen to lubricate it and then slide it in and out of the spiral rings no less than 20 times before letting out a satisfied grunt. Sounds like the only way to do it. Oh shit, there's another way. Now I can see how that professor got the wrong idea. Bending over to pick something up. Bend and snap. Works every time. People who do that deserve to be put on a guillotine. Squats are just way more practical, and you take less space. It's the polite thing to do. Sir, this is a Wendy's. I had an unreasonably pretty girl at work reply yes sir when I asked if that was everything for her, and then yes sir when I asked if she had ID. I thought it was weird, so I looked up, and she was looking me dead in the eye. So, that, still think about it sometimes. Edit. No, neither of us are from the southern US. Clearly she wants you to dom her. Can confirm. I was in a group project as a senior in high school. It was that dream scenario of a few of the attractive blonde girls and myself in a group together. Since I was the only guy, they made a joke of calling me sir while we were working. Definitely refused standing up to practice the presentation at one point. I ended up dating one of those girls a few weeks later, and she called me sir when we were alone. Flash forward to now, and my eyes lock on the fucking floor for a couple of seconds whenever anyone calls me sir. Unreasonably pretty. Look, lady, I'm sorry but it's just not okay for you to be that pretty. I'm gonna need you to stop. Recently a new girl at work called for help with a situation she was dealing with regarding a difficult customer. I walked her through how to deal with the conversation and what information to provide, and she said yes sir, I'll handle that for you. Considering it was her customer and not mine, and I'm not her boss, it felt personal. Gotta admit, feeling them vibes pretty strong right now. Adjusting your stockings. Fuck's sake, just wearing them is enough for me. I second this. When I adjust my stocking under a skirt or a dress I do this weird awkward dance, and, trust me, it does not look sexual. It probably because I try to hide the fact that I'm doing it and try to do it discreetly, but it never works out that way. Trust me, it does. I'm regularly amazed by women's capacity to underestimate men's perversity. Apparently playing with my shoe and letting it hang off my foot is sexual. At least that's what some random dude told me at a bar once. PS. Thank you for all the feet related subreddit links and new terms I didn't know existed, but please stop. I'm not looking for anything. I just thought I'd share a story. He wants your feet. Yup. Can confirm. Username most definitely checks out. Feet and legs lover. Seeing a guy take off a sweater by reaching over his head and pulling it off. I have no idea how guys are able to undress this way, but it can definitely be a turn on. Is there another way to undress? Edit. Apparently there are multiple ways. Mind officially blown. Have you never seen a girl take off her top? They do some weird shit. I wear undershirts sometimes, and the best way to take them off is girl style, where you cross your hands to opposite hips and lift from the bottom. It's not a girl vs guy thing, it's a clothing thing. The efficient guy style only works when the shirt fits loosely, it has a collar to grab onto, the fabric is sturdy enough that pulling it won't stretch it. Most women's clothes aren't like that, so they get used to doing everything in the delicate lift from the bottom style, never realizing that their loose sweaters etc could be savagely pulled over the neck in half the time. Pulling the loose sweaters off the savage way also increases the chances that the undershirt might take the trip too, so our way is efficient in that manner. Apparently rolling my sleeves up. I just didn't want my dress shirt to get dirty at lunch. It is hot when guys do that. Confirmed. Just having rolled sleeves, or is the act of rolling? Just having rolled up sleeves works if you have nice arms, but the act of rolling works for everyone. Furiously rolling sleeves up and down. So, you think I'm hot? Had a girl tell me she wanted to meet up for our first date. She had a learning disability and it was not innuendo. Cannibalism is not a learning disability. When I was younger, getting a hug from a girl would have me fantasizing about our future together for months. You got hugs from girls? Those are really nice. I have braces RN, and I have a habit of touching them with my tongue and once in school someone wanted to tell me something, so I turned around and looked at her while fiddling with my braces, and she said you're not sexy you know, and sometimes I don't even realize I'm fiddling with my braces, so I got pretty confused. Plot twist, she thinks you're sexy and she feels intimidated. Eating a lollipop or candy cane. Sometimes even a popsicle or ice cream cone. Can confirm. Our neighborhood had an ice cream party and I saw the dads do a double take while trying to stop my popsicle from dripping. Still getting smiles and hellos from them 2 years later. Please tell me you were an adult when that happened. Yes, in a brand new neighborhood. I was on my second banana popsicle at the pool, my favorite from childhood. Just going to town and laughing. Getting lost in the memory of how much I love banana popsicles. Licking it up and down. Sliding it in my mouth. Making all kinds of noises. Sucking the melting banana goodness. And then realized I was getting surreptitious looks from all the dads. Edited to add, I was a flight attendant for quite a while, and when we were in our initial training and going over rules and regulations part, one of the instructors informed us we weren't allowed to eat bananas in view of passengers. I don't know if that was an official rule, but my friends and I still howl over that. Edited to add another flight attendant story. We had an overpass in LA, and on the van early in the morning going to Lax. One of the FARs was going to Maui, and I told her about visiting my sister who lived there. She and I had gone to a spa and were getting massages. My masseurs asked if I wanted my décolletage massaged, which was basically my boobies. I had never had a woman touch there and was very uptight, but gave in and enjoyed it. So I'm telling the other FAR about it in what I thought was my indoor voice, and then she and I were thrown on top of each other. The van driver had been eavesdropping and drove into a ditch when I was talking about getting my boobies played with. He gunned it, and we got out of the ditch, and we're all okay, but I was a little embarrassed he had heard me. Good times. Completely unrelated, but I'm planning a neighborhood ice cream party at the pool once we're all clear of the virus. Just a nice gathering to celebrate being near other humans again. I think you should stop by, it'll be fun. Accepted. I'll bring my mouth. Smiling and having breasts. So I'm your kinda guy then, smiling face. Rip your inbox. Especially the kind of breasts that undulate and jiggle provocatively, like two huge jellyfish experiencing a 7.5 earthquake, rich to scale measurement. Bro, are you good? Thanks for watching. Subscribe, share the video with your friends and family and turn on notifications to never miss a video.